Well, hello, Leicester. I'm going to tell you a bit about me. I've lived for many years in the East Midlands, but I come from Essex, that's right. I'm an Essex boy. Now, the only way as Essex portrayed my people as obsessed with their looks, their money, and their fake tans. But this was good, because up until then, Essex people had a bit of a negative image. Look, image was never an issue for me as a young man in the 1980s. I was there in my double denim, my bright yellow Pringle jumper, and my terry-toweling white socks. I know, right? I don't know why I didn't have a girlfriend either. I wouldn't have minded, but in the 80s, Essex girls didn't have a reputation for being all that fussy. But look, I'm proud of my Essex roots, because I come from what some call the Monaco of Southeast Essex, Southend-on-Sea. So, give me a cheer if you've been to Southend. Excellent. Give me a cheer if you're going back to Southend. No. Oh. Okay, I'll tell you what. If you've not been to Southend, let me paint you a picture, right? Imagine you're on a Greek island paddling in the water, okay? Now, that sand between your toes, replace that with squelchy black mud. The sun in the sky, block that out. You won't be seeing that again for a while. And that fish floating gently past you, that's no fish. But look, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. So in the summer holidays, when I was a kid, I used to go playing on the beach, building sandcastles amongst the seashells, the pebbles, and the used condoms. But it's Southend-on-Sea. Now, it's not really a sea, is it? It's the River Thames, right? It's the Thames estuary, okay? It's like a phrase my wife says to me. She says, you could take the boy out of the estuary, but you're still a twat. I wish it wasn't true. Anyway, right, so I think that Southend should be called Southend-upon-Thames, like Henley-on-Thames, yeah? We'd better sound a bit more posh, wouldn't we? But we're not classy enough. No, we're not. See, in Henley, right, in Henley, they might take a shower. Southend, we have a shower, all right? And in Henley, they might have lightly salted crisps. We have ready sorted. And in Henley, they say potato, we say chips. But there are some similarities, right? So, the Henley Regatta, crowds gathered by the water, sipping pims, and they watch people beat each other at rowing. Yeah? Southend, we have bank holidays. Crowds gathered by the water, drink bucket loads of WKD, they get totally hammered, and then beat each other half to death. Now look, bank holidays, I'm talking about days. There's days for everything now, isn't there? Have you noticed? It's gone completely bonkers, isn't it? So, I don't know. Today, right, I looked up on the internet, right, so it must be true, yeah, it says, today is National Call Your Doctor Day, right? I would have quite liked National Get Through to Doctor Day, wouldn't you? But it's too aspirational, isn't it? It's too aspirational. We need more realistic days, things that people can relate to, yeah? So I'm thinking, how about National Shit Day at Work Day? You don't have to have a shit day, but if you do, you'll feel a lot better for it, won't you? What about National My Teenage Child Hates Me Day? Have those on a weekly basis? And my last one for you is how about National Free Fart Day? Because we all let one out now and then, don't we? Sometimes, however hard you try, you can't stop yourself, can you? It's perfectly natural, but we're embarrassed, so we try and cover it. Now look, just between you and I, right? We'll keep this confidential. But does anybody else do that thing where you try and make a distracting noise like a cough when you're farting? If you get it right, it's okay, because it sounds a bit like this. Not bad. If you get it slightly off, you might still be okay, because it sounds a bit more like this. People will be like, oh. But if you get your timing off and you come in too early, you are basically just announcing it. It will sound a little bit more like this, right? No, look, seriously now, you've got to get the timing right. So my suggestion is practice it this evening. And if you need any support, right, I'll be back there with the stage door open and a can of air freshener. I've been Graham Irons. You've been amazing. Thank you so much.